Hello everyone. As I told you in the earlier video, this is the next video I would like to share with you. This is again a small topic that I have chosen as I promised earlier. Hope maybe you had a time to look at the other videos, otherwise you can look at it. I want to explain the concept of investment versus trading. It's a little bit complicated to understand, but this is very important when you want to enter into share market. It could be for either learning or later on it could be for trading also, but it is absolutely important that you understand and you make up your mind as to whether you want to be an investor or you want to be a trader. As the very word explains, investor, it means that you are basically looking at parking your money or putting your money with a long-term perspective. When you are looking at investment, when you are looking at being an investor, I thought it is a good idea to give you an example that you can relate easily and understand, so that investment in share market becomes much more clearer to you. Let me take an example. You want to make an investment in, let's say, a property, which is easily understandable, or say jewelry for that matter. What you normally see is you have to go there, you want to see whether you like it or not, and then you decide upon the price, you ask so many people, and then make up your mind whether you want to buy it or not. But basically, if you see at the back of your mind, you are clear that you buy it today with not an intention to sell it tomorrow or in the immediate future. Probably you target for a period. Similarly, when you are in the stock market or when you are in the share market, if you want to be an investor, when I say investor, when you want to multiply your wealth, let's say you have X money today and you want it to be 5x, it's a prudent approach that you define the objective very clearly. It could be for your son's education, daughter's wedding, daughter's education, so on and so forth. And in my personal and professional view, I would recommend that the major points I have written here, at least have a 3 years as a minimum horizon in your mind, and it can go up to 15 years. And in this process, I just want to touch upon two, three important points. The first one is, you have to be very careful in terms of selecting the share that you would like to put your money on, and that's what is popularly I have written as Nifty 50. What does Nifty 50 mean? It's very simple. It could be Greek and Latin for people who do not know about stock market, but it is very simple. It represents a group of shares which are traded in the Indian stock market, as simple as that. And what they have done is, the popular 50 names is what is getting included and called as Nifty 50. And generally they are all reliable and more stable and more steady. Some of the names I would like to give you here so that you get an understanding: Reliance Industries, State Bank of India, Infosys, TCS, so on and so forth. In these shares, if you like to be an investor, ideally what you can consider doing is, you can put some money and leave it for, let's say, 3 years, 5 years, and you don't have to be generally worried about market going down, market coming up, market Nifty crashes, goes down, goes up. All those things would be temporary disturbances, or I would say temporary phenomenon. But more importantly, the wealth normally remains protected and it also enhances. If you look at all these Nifty 50 companies in particular, most of them will have a return at the rate of at least 20% per year. In other words, effectively you stand a chance for your money to get multiplied by 2. That is, if you put, let's say, 50,000, every possibility it becomes 1 lakh in a span of, let's say, 3 to 4 years. So as part of this video, I just want to give you a heads up. Of course, we are going to have series of videos. I'll also be taking training session as to how you go into it and do it. But this is just for you to make a quick overview on what an investment into share market is all about. Now, compared to this, I want to take this opportunity to also tell about what is trading in stock market. Please understand, in an investor, the objective is clear, long term, with a specific goal in mind. In a trading, yes, again you have a specific objective in mind, but it is not long term. Trading is more in terms of a short term nature. When I say short term, a lot of my friends keep asking me, I work with ID company, or I work with IT enabled services, or I work with some consulting organizations. I don't find time, but still is it possible for me to have some additional source of income? Yes, it is very much possible, and that's where traders come into. So in a trading, you don't have a long-term perspective, but the objective is you look for some income to be earned, let's say in addition to your salary or in addition to the regular income that you have got. Again, be very, very careful when you have to do trading. Please do follow our training sessions at a later stage, because when you want to do trading, it's not like investment. You should know about something called as derivatives. Like I told you in the earlier video, you might have had an opportunity to look, I'm not sure. You should know what is meant by future, you should know what is meant by option, and also you should know how you can do a right risk reward balancing. And also when you come to our training, we will let you know in terms of the money that you will require to block. When I say block, you have to keep that money aside, use that money and do your trade. And once again, I want to take this opportunity to tell you, in a trading, if you want, you can even sell a share first and then buy it later. Whereas in an investment, when you want to make an investment, you generally buy a share, leave it for a while, and then sell it at a later stage. I hope you got an idea about investors' mind space and the objective, and also traders' mind space and objective. I'll see you soon again, and please note that these are all only to give you the overviews, and there will be a detailed training session where I will handhold and take you through. Thank you very much.